Hey guys, what's up? Oasis here. I hope you're doing well. Doing a quick YouTube here. I haven't been doing as many, and I actually think I may be taking a break from the game for a little while. Just not sure how I feel about the changes with the combiners. Uh, Bases are just pretty much undefendable, I think, with them. Um, but most importantly, I think the weekend events, I'm hoping that they will eventually add events like Alliance versus an AI super base with just hundreds of guns and outposts that you and your alliance can chip away at, or some sort of alliance war event where alliances could compete in a bracket where the top alliances could win prizes for advancing against other alliances, and just to change it up because every weekend is essentially the same. What I'm doing on this base is I'm popping Nemesis Prime onto Bludgeon, and I'm using Bludgeon to pop those outposts with his invulnerability. I forgot to use my combiner this battle, so hopefully I have enough to take out this base. But yeah, just not. I'm hoping that they get a little more creative over at Space Ape and not just give us basically the same event every weekend, whether it's a leaderboard or an individual raid. Essentially, it's the same thing. You just are grinding against bases, and there's no real strategy in it. It's just an endless grind fest, and it's kind of losing my interest. So hopefully they haven't been listening to feedback for a few months concerning this, but hopefully they start listening to feedback, and then I'll come back to the game and check it out. But for now, I think this may be one of my last Alliance Wars. Can even live with the dupes. I know a lot of people don't like dupes. I don't mind that as much. I think they've actually been working on some decent solutions, but the game is getting kind of boring, doing the same thing every weekend with no real strategy in it. So, okay, that's base one down. Base two is Hershey. Okay, Hershey's got a nice little time trap at the bottom. Uh, Similar design to what I have going on right now. So I'm going to the key to dealing with time trap bases is you got to use a lot of damage, and two healer teams versus a base like this is going to be too slow, so you need a lot of high DPS bots because he may not even kill you down at the bottom, but it's going to be hard to get up top. And I think the flaw with this base is he usually the last guys to get up to the top are your gunners. They're the ones that survive. And essentially, the way he has his headquarters set up top, he's got these little laser turrets that a gunner would be out of range of those. So basically, the gunner could shoot freely at that base. So they're really only protecting from Sharkticons up there, because I don't see a tank getting up there and taking on that headquarters the last troop. So Devastator cleared out a couple guns up in the top corner, so now it's for the rest of the team. Hopefully we can get through there quick enough. With these time trap bases, even the resource buildings, even though they're not as scary as the guns, they actually can beat you on a base like this because it just takes so long to eat through them. And they got to get through those walls. So fortunately, this base doesn't have strong walls, so I should be able to get through there fairly quickly. And no need to save AP against this base because, like I said, once I get through the bottom, the top is going to be really easy. And you see I got 45 seconds left. It took me quite a bit of time to get through all that stuff down below, but fortunately I have all my team still alive, and so they'll be able to come up and just finish this off. One of the things, headquarters tend to die quicker when other buildings on the bases are destroyed. So the more bases that are more buildings that are destroyed, the easier it is to take down a headquarters. If you were just to send a few jets straight into the headquarters without taking out other things, they are a little harder to take down. So when you clear out a lot of the base, that's why one gunner can take down a headquarters in just 10-15 seconds when you've cleared out most of the base. So again, I don't. These combiners, they're really powerful, but the thing you got to watch out for them is sometimes they take so long to die that it doesn't give you your firepower of your whole team. So really, if they just can get up there, soften up stuff, take out one gun. In this case, he didn't even take out any guns, but he softened up a lot of stuff. And so here comes the rest of my team. I got to be a little bit careful here because this base is fully maxed. And let's use my bludgeon again with Nemesis Prime. Popping those outposts with his invulnerability. If I can survive those outposts, I probably will be able to take this base down. And Nemesis Prime will pop his special on himself here. So he just gonna be close, but I think I'll get it here. And that's it. So again, even though I didn't have a whole lot of firepower up there, it worked out. Share that replay. And on to Bearded Ghost. My friend Bearded Ghost, a great YouTuber out there, real strategist. Love watching his YouTubes. Okay, let's pop my combiner down here. I'm just beginning to wreak havoc here on these guns. Again, just softening things up. I don't want them to survive too long because I need time to get through here. Ghost has just tons of resource buildings mixed down here with his guns, which is an interesting combination because it's just going to give me a ton of free AP ability points to be able to walk through this base. And he left his outpost way up top, so that again they're just kind of out of range of all his guns, and I'm not really sure what he was thinking with this design here. Combiners have changed things so much that it's tough to come up with a solid strategy that's going to survive. So let's pop these outposts. And let's fire Mixmaster up here to we'll just speed things up here. I think that's going to be it. So that's base 4 down. And on to the Commander JT. JT is just a great competitor. So let's just pick EMP here and drop down Devastator. I like combining or dropping my combiners up front. Sometimes there are tricks you can do with dropping your combiners right after you pop the outposts or after your team has cleared through half of the base. But the thing with the combiners is against these high-level bases, some of those tricks don't work because you end up running out of time. So I like to just use them to soften things up, run up. If you can kill one gun, great. So he didn't even kill anything, which is okay. It just gives me more ability points. He softened up a bunch of stuff. My healer's going up there to suicide himself. Bludgeon, I don't know what he was thinking going around the flank, but Nemesis primed him and then charged him into the middle to deal with those two outposts up front. JT's got one outpost in back, which is a valid strategy if you're worried about having somebody pop your outpost. The problem is it doesn't give you enough firepower. So against a fully maxed team, if all your outposts don't pop at once, you sometimes are left short on power and they just can't get the job done, which is what happened here. So it's kind of a trade-off. Right now there's no solid answers just because combiners are so overpowered with no way to defend against them. So in any case, that's JT down and always hostile 225. It's been awesome playing this game with you guys. Enjoy.